Hello, dear Facebook people. Welcome to this bonus Rogue live video. I decided to go live here in this public group because starting after this weekend in Germany, the regulations are getting a bit more strict, meaning a lot more strict. There will be no more dance schools open or sports schools open, and I figured also with the neighboring countries, many people and dancers I know not being able to go out and move, why not do a few more videos here live so more people can enjoy them. This video will be with fan veils, so if you have fan veils, grab them, keep them near for after the warm-up. If you don't have any fan veils though, you can check out, I have a set of Halloween themed orange veils. If you have large veils, you can also use those to substitute. We will tuck them in on the side. I will show you how to do it, but then the main class will be with fan veils because that's what I'm working on in my Boost online class series at the moment. So let me know how you are. Let me know if you are there. Feel free to join me. This video will stay here in the group available afterwards to recheck or to join later. But for now, it will be fun to dance with you together. Also, let me know how you are you doing, and how are things in your country right now. Yes, so we will do a little warm-up as soon as a few people have signed up. Hello, welcome. Let me know when you are there. You can say hi so I know who you are. Hi, Miko. Miko just arrived home. Nice. So we will be doing some of the movements that I've been doing in the online classes today. Friday is dance day. And for those who don't know about this, I am teaching online only this year. And next year I want to continue offering online classes. And it's a special kind of system. We do 3 classes per week, short ones, half an hour, so like this. And Mondays we do strength. On Tuesdays, relaxation, so opening up the joints. Hi Momo, welcome. So 2 dancers from Japan are here in my home, welcome. And on Fridays we incorporate this newfound range of motion and body awareness, because that's what we work on Monday and Tuesday. We apply it to dance. And I have seen amazing results with the dancers we have been working with. Hi! And even it's different levels. So we have beginner dancers, advanced dancers, even teachers. And what I notice also for myself, because that's the way I train, that the more you go to the fundamentals of movement. Hi Beata, welcome back. The more you go to the fundamentals of movement, so working on feeling your joints, the deeper the changes are. And I've seen people transform their posture in just a matter of weeks. So I think we're onto something. I think this should be something that more dancers might benefit from. So I want to keep offering it next year. The series now is sold out, but if you want to have early enrollment access for 2021, in December you can already enroll. I will add a link how you can do that, and if you sign up for early access, you get a free 2-hour workshop belly work with me in November. And recording, so it doesn't matter if you can join me live or not. It's 3 Zoom sessions. For me it's noon, for some people it's evening or earlier. You always get the recordings if you sign up. But for now, let's dance. Let's dance here as we are, with whatever you have. No props for the warm-up, just your body. On Wednesday, I will do another live session here in the group. Hi Grace, welcome. Let's roll the shoulders. Hi Momo, and oh yeah, I saw you. I thought there was 2 of you. And we switch the weight, lifting the heel of the front leg. So we'll work on reps and poses, as well as fan flutters. But if you don't have fan veils, I will show you how I use double veils tucked into my costume to substitute. You cannot do all the movements with it, but surprisingly many. I'm switching the weight and opening the arms slowly. So the elbows come up, shoulders low, and down. And as you can see, I'm crossing the legs, changing the angle, and my ankle goes in. Let's adjust the feet so you can see hopefully what I mean. I'm pressing the inside of my ankle in for a nice line. And I use this ankle line, let's do the wrists also to warm them up. for any poses. So what we are working on this week, grab some poses for fan veils. And I have a short set of fans. Let's slide the hips. It's hard to talk and do at the same time, but I don't want to lose time. I want to give you as much movement as possible. Sliding the hips, pushing the wrists. And I follow very gently with my face. This is something I learned in ballet. We call it épaulement, as I said in class today. The movement transforms as soon as you connect the movements of your head with the rest of your dancing. So this is no face, hope you can see the difference. And here it's very subtle, but I harmonize with the movement and it feels more alive. Okay, let's reach up, open and round, up, open and round. Two more, up, open and round. Last one. And round. Shake out the hands, shake out the feet. So because of Corona, I will have 1 month that I cannot go to ballet or martial arts, and I want to use this time to share a bit more movement with you. So you will see me more often on Facebook. On Wednesdays, I will be doing free classes here, and every now and then on Friday, a bonus session. If I cannot express all I want to express in the boost classes, they get this video for download and you guys get to join it here on Facebook. So let's grab your fans. If you have fan veils, very quickly I will demonstrate what to do with veils if you don't have fan veils. So, Halloween themes. I did not grow up with Halloween, so I'm not, I don't have kids, so I'm not used to the dressing up on the 31st, but as it happens, I have pumpkin colored veils. So what I do is I tuck them in, I grab them as wide as I would for dancing with stretched out arms, and that's the point where I tuck it in. The long edge will be what I hold, excuse me, I stepped on it, what I hold for dancing. But for safety reasons, I hope you can see this, there's one corner here that's on the floor and I don't want to step on it, so I will grab halfway here, and I tuck it on top. So again, I have the veil itself tucked, I grab halfway on my leg and I tuck it on top. Hope you can see, yes. And now I have a little floof on the hips, which is nice for accents, and still I have a lot of veil to move. So that's how I do it if the veil is long. This is rectangular veils. If you have half circles, you will not need to do the second tucking. So here the same. I tuck where my hand is, side of the hip, voila. And then I look where it touches the ground, grab at a knee length, and I tuck it simply on top, because I will only be holding this like this. And now if you don't have fan veils, at least you have a bit of color to move. Front and back is what we'll use. With a pose, we'll do opening. So it's not the same as with the fans, but at least you have some silk flying around you. If I twist, you will have nice movements. And also you can paint as we would do with closed fans, as well as poses. So you'll have some color, some silk. What will not work is the movements where I go around myself, because you'll be wrapping yourself in the fan. But this can be interesting. You just have to stop the movement and move your body instead if I'm going to do things with arms around myself. One last thing you can do is when I say the sleeve wraps, instead of the fans sleeving like this, I would have my arms in goalposts and bring them in front. This won't work because it will fall off your arms, so instead you flip them over the back, and then you have the same effect as when I say sleeves with fan veils. Now for the fan veil people, I'll show you what I want to do. So as said, in my Boost series on Fridays we dance, and what we did today was a mix of all the things we have been working on this month so far. And I have been dancing with shorter veils, the fire ones that you may have seen in the short clips. And today Now yesterday, one of the participants, Ragnhild, thank you, this is for you. She posted a video in our private group where she was freestyling with silk fan veils. And for her this was new. She bought them specially for this series. And I love to see that she got creative with the fan veils, with the little bit of techniques that we learned. And this is why I love teaching this kind of classes. It doesn't matter which level you're at. Quite a few of us were new to fan veils. But you progress at whatever level you start. And for me as a teacher, seeing progress at any level makes my heart sing. So thank you, Ragnhild. And she inspired me because the silks she used were so long. And I've been working with shorter veils during the classes. So now I will do the same as before, but with long silks. And as you can see, these, if I bring them up all the way, I am 1.60 meters. They're almost 20 centimeters longer than me. So if I straighten my arm up, it just brushes the floor. So if you have long fans, want to dance with longer fans, try to get them this length yourself, plus an upstretched arm. So this way you don't step on it when you move it. And also if you have long silks, I would recommend having them not hemmed. So there's no sewing at the end. It's just raw silk, cut or ripped. This way, because it's so long, it will fly better. And the way I move with longer fans is different than with the short ones, so we'll dance together. So Natasha, hi, if you just tuned in, you can also grab 2 silk veils, tuck them in here, like we did with the double veil, and move like that. Okay, let's do it. Let's dance a bit. Simple things with long fans. Thank you. Thank you. So we work on poses and bringing a bit of dance in the fan veils. I have one leg in front. I cross it over so my knees meet, and then I turn out from the pelvis slightly and I press my ankle in like that. So I have a nice line. My back foot is in profile, my front foot diagonal, and I slide my chest a bit to the front and the hips to the back. Let's try. Chest to the front, hips to the back. And from here I move. And then up here. Yes, it makes a difference. Here it shows. So any movement you can do with the hands to the back are movements you can do when you are playing with the fans, which we will do in a moment. So now to switch, I turn out more. I plie the back leg to give me more rotation. And I step. Same thing here. I cross the leg, I turn it out a bit, and I press the ankle in. Shoulders, plie, and one hip. And now we open the fans. The next song will move the fans, and if you have the 2 silk veils, simply wave them as I do with the closed fans. Same thing, we work the line of the pose, and you can slide your chest to the side a bit. Make it diagonal. Pulling up the silk or the fans, and now make the root. So even if you have 2 veils, what I'm doing is waving with my hands to the front. I slide my hips to the back. And I open the chest. As if you're painting to the front. Now a big circle. One arm after the other. And up and down. As I come down, I slide the hips back. Thank you. Now a big circle. I'm twisting my upper body and moving the shoulders. Then my arms don't have to work so much and I'm more free to breathe. I lengthen this leg and slide the hips back. And I come up and slide. I come up and look up. So variations. I turn out instead, and I switch the arms. Okay. Switching the music. Same thing, other side. So the pose is parallel to this audience. I'm in profile. Then I turn out this leg and my shoulders diagonal. From here I lengthen this leg and I turn it out from the pelvis a bit more. So it looks as long as possible. I slide the hips back. So both sides of the hip come back, my chest stays open. From there, I twist and I roll the shoulders. Then all I need to do is let my arms fly. I don't know if this is possible with the tucked double veil. I hope so. If not, show me your creative adaptations. Afterwards, plie, hips back, chest open, and straight to the top. Plie and look up. Now step, freestyle, and we'll bring around. Yes. So what happens here is my hands go back, palms up, they go to the side, and I switch the arms. This is not possible with the silk, you will wrap yourself instead. So from here, 1, 2, I make a big circle, and I switch. Circle, circle. So now I have longer silks, which means I need a bit more distance between the fans. Before, in class today, I could chase the hands close to each other, but now you see the end of my silk will get tangled. So I give my hands more space. It's as if the second hand comes a bit later. So that's how you adapt. If you happen to have longer silks than the one I used in earlier class. Our adaptations that we worked is, one is very straight and long, only the arms, and this you can do horizontal or vertical, it's the same movement. It's like lotus hands holding the fans, and you can do a little plie. The second version, same movement with the arms as if I'm wrapping a veil around me, but I move the rib cage. And I can add épaulement following with my face. Third version, my hips go in a circle in the same direction to make it more dance. And you can use all these versions depending on the music. So my hips and the veil now dance together. Next version, hip circle, and when the hips go back, I plie. And hips go back, I plie. As a little surprise. Alright. Yes, Tiziana, no worries. It will stay online in the group. And for those who are in the Boost classes, I will send you a download link as well. Momo, no worries. I'll see you later. Other side. Other side. No, not other side. Let's open the fans. And if you have the 2 silk veils, this will be easier. Because you can just hold them and do our accents. So we open. From outside to in. And holding. Index finger up. Closing. My palm goes up. If you've done the fan veil fundamentals video, I'll add a link. I practiced just this, just the opening and closing, because then I can make it snappy and I can time it with the music. So my palm is up when I close, and my index finger is up when I open. Other hand, palm is up. Palm from, hi Glennis, welcome. Palm is up, and my index finger catches the fans, and my pinky opens it. Palm is up, palm is front. Palm is up, palm is front. My legs are in some kind of nice position. And open. Now with long silks, it takes a while for all of the silk to drop. So I don't move and then try to open. I wait, I grab, and then I flutter. So, silk, when I see it come down, then I flutter. Otherwise, I'll be fighting the silks. So let's try that again. Open, wait, and flutter. So this is especially for those of you who have longer fan veils. If you have shorter ones, it's easier. For the longer ones, you need this little moment. 1, 2, and then you can flutter. Good to know. Also, if my silk is longer, I rotate a bit slower from the elbow. Then I move with the shorter silks. Just because the bigger wavelength helps to keep the silk floating. And from here, to make it dance, simply slow motion move. Doing a hip circle or a chest circle. And at the same time, I'm rotating from elbow to wrist, my lower arm. And you can try it here. Now to change up the pose, tilt the upper body and the arms will follow, looking diagonally up. And from here, still you can move our hip accents without it becoming too much. Let's open and back. Open and back. So I'm doing here, my palm is up. I flip the fan behind me as if I want to go into this pose, and I keep the fans there. Also, this feels quite different if the silks are longer. I have to wait a long time. So my hands, my palms point behind me, and I keep them there. If I turn it again, show you. If I continue to go back and forth like I would do when fluttering, I will be pulling the silk back to the front before it's complete. And because it's so long, I need 1, 2, 3 seconds. Hi, Anne. I need 3 seconds almost with these 1.80 m silks before they land. So this is something to test for yourself. Swing your arms back and then flip the fan back. So what your arms do is your pinky will go up, or your thumb goes in towards the hip and then is back. And it will stay here. Thumbs up. As soon as you rotate back to comfortable position, your silk will be drawn back. So the trick is, hi Sabine, the trick is to keep this thumb behind you in this awkward position and give it the 3 seconds to land. Let's try it. So I'm pulling, I flip, my thumb goes towards me, and 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, I move my arm, but I don't turn the fans to the front just yet. Otherwise, it would be like this. 1, 2, up, and they're gone. They're gone as soon as I rotate. So I stay, 1, 2, 3. Then I flip the fans back to the front. And that's the trick for this kind of movement where you are moving. Having all of this beautiful silk happening. And then as a surprise, I want to do belly dance again. I flip it back and I have this little echo. You see? 1, 2, 3. And if I pull it back, no echo, it's only in the front. So 1, 2, 3, silk. And then I can go into whatever movement I like. Yes, let's try this little trick to slow music. If you have no fan veils, you grab your 2 silk veils. That's very wild music. You tuck them in, and then still you can be in front with the silk and in the back. And then you hide the veils and you move your body instead. That's how I balance prop dancing with belly dance. If I feel like, oh, I've been doing too much props. Yes, Miko, it looks beautiful. Once you have it, you can use it for balancing out all the fan work. Once the fans or silks or veil is in the back, you're back to being a belly dancer. And if you practice with your hands behind your back, you will get more creative with your body. And here, when you think, oh, I want a little bit of fans, you can still do the flutters in the back to give it a bit more movement, and then you hide them again. So we'll play with that also. Hi Mazena, welcome. So we have the fans open. We make slow waves. Only in front for now. Only in front. I'm lengthening my leg like we did for the big wheel. Only in front. And I'm giving all of the silk time, keeping my palms up. Let's pause. And while I do that, as I come down, as the arms come down, I plie. And then look up. And plie. Now we add a little flutter. And veils behind. Let's count. Again, 1, 2. Now one after the other. And to make this one dance, instead of like this, I rotate my upper body. I hope you can see the difference. So instead of up, up, down, I turn towards the arm that goes up. And already it becomes more dance. And I can plie. And that's a full dance. That's a full piece of music. Hello! Piece of music filled. Let's do one more with the other side. And if you like the double veil, I have a free 30-minute double veil recorded class that I will put under in the link, so you can play with the tucked veils with me. And next year I will do a boost class 1 or 2 weeks doing just the double veil, because that's something I love to work with on stage also, even for an intro. So back to our pose. Legs are crossed. And the front looks like this, and the top leg is turned out. My ankle pushes to the opposite direction. I turn everything diagonal and I extend this leg, turning it out even more. So from the pelvis, I turn out. Sliding back the hips, both sides, as if I'm in the back of a hip circle, opening the chest. From there, simple up and down, both arms. And I slide the hips back, lifting my chest. When the veils come down, I'm changing direction so you can see what's happening. I'm giving the silk time to come down. My palms stay up. Up. Palms down, palms up. Now one after the other. Here I do nothing. Here I rotate the upper body a little. And here I follow with my eyes to make it even more dance. So the slower you dance, the more it makes a difference. Where you look, and if you let your upper body join in the movement. Flutter, behind, and camel. Camel. Upper body. Let's bring in the hips, and then flutter the fans. Now again, both, back. I'll show you from the side pose, back. And when the arms are back, I lift the chest extra, or I bend completely. Yes. Okay, Now I'll show you again with the two veils how it would look. For those who don't have fan veils yet, similar movements, similar accents, but with a different prop. So I grab my first veil as wide as I can. I put it on the side of my hip and I tuck it in, very simply. Now for safety, at my knee I grab it and I tuck it again on top. So that's one side sorted. I can move with this and I will not step on it. For safety, I'll flip it over my arm and then do the other. So, Miko, this is an alternative for the sleeves with the fan veils. It also works with normal veil. So here we are. Whichever point I would dance with the veil, that's what I tuck at my hip. Now for safety, I grab at my knee and I tuck on top, just to get it out of the way. And let me try to mimic the fan movements we just did with our two veils. Leg position the same, crossing over, turning out, ankle pushing in, upper body long, and if I want to plie, my hips slide back. So with the hands behind, I would be hiding the silk. Same thing as when I'm hiding the fans. You can pull it up and open. One hip. Now if I extend the leg, I will turn it out just the same. And I can circle, but the veils will be on my arm. So I can do it once and circle back. Circle, circle, and front, front. But if I continue the circles like I would do with fan veils, I'm wrapping myself and then I have more of a pose going on, which is also nice, but it's different. Yeah, so it's simple but very, very effective. I like doing this on stage. I have one performance for Dance for Children just with two big veils. And I love it. It's very romantic and still very visual. So what we did with the fans was opening and keeping the palms up. Then opening and keeping the palms up. And it works the same with the double silk. I will pull and then I flip my palms up when I come down. And this palm up will give the silk more time to land. Then if I have my palms down, as you can see, it kind of pulls the veils down earlier. If I keep my palms up, for some reason, I am less tempted to drop my arm quickly. I will open it longer. Unless I step on it like now. So let me find the right edge. Same thing here. To make this dance, all you need is breathing, lengthening, and pulling these hips a little back with a long leg. So instead of just standing, I put a leg in front, I push this back, I lift, I open, and I lengthen, and now suddenly it's more dance. Also, you can tilt your upper body for sideways. Tilt the shoulder that's towards the audience a little bit down, and I can plie and send the hips back for the landing. Now what we did, flipping back and front, also works with silk veils. Only now, instead of palms down, I will keep my palms up and flip them back to make them lift a bit more. And same thing here. Lift the leg, both arms up. Nice. All right. So that's it from me for today. A bit of slow fan work, closed and open fans, and how I would adapt it to double veils. And that's something that I want to give to you. You don't have to do many movements or very complicated movements. It makes more of a difference that you pay attention to organizing your body lines to make it visual and harmonious, and that you try to move a little. Once you know what you want to do with the arms, don't forget that you have a body that will make it easier to do the movements anyway. So I try to focus on starting all of my movements from this part, from the center, the black triangle that you see here where the sternum is, and the center of my back. So if I want to bring an arm up, I don't bring an arm up, but I imagine this part starting the movement. And it will change how I do it, because if I do only an arm, it's only an arm. If I do this, I will even incorporate my neck, because everything is connected more than. So from here, automatically I want to look at what's happening. And if I bring this down, automatically I would look what's happening. It is more of a natural movement pattern, and this is something that I like to put in dance. Also, whenever my arms are behind me, I practice like this, my belly dance movements, especially belly work, which we will work on next month, because then I know I'm able to do it, and I have a nice line anyway at the same time. So I can put my lines in place first, then move, and the next time if I am freestyling and I do the movements, the body line will be almost automatic. At least less work to think about. If the feet give you trouble, if you have difficulties feeling the feet, which is very common, then check out my tip drop of today. I will put a link in, it's free. There I do two very simple exercises. One to release the calf muscles, which can get tighter even without you feeling it, and for mobilizing the ankles and the little bones in your feet. If you work on the bones in your feet, like with your hands, and you work on the big muscles on the other side, whatever's in between, for hands it will be the wrists, and for feet it will be the ankles, will be more connected and more alive. And then the things that I tell you of lines of the feet or keeping smooth transitions will become a lot easier and make more sense, because you can feel what is happening. So I recommend checking out today's tip drop. It's free. I put it there, and try the pose before and the plie and standing up and after. It will also help you for balance a bit. So if you like this session, if you like this kind of session, be sure to tune in Wednesday. Next Wednesday, 12:30, so it's earlier than we did here today, 12:30 lunchtime session. I will be going into turns with fan wheels, including the barrel turn, which is a very, it's tricky at first until it clicks. And once you have it, you can apply it to any prop or without props. And I have done a video with that. I will put the link in here also, with no props and with veil. But I don't think I have done it especially for fan veils yet. So I will do that next week. And I'll include a few other turns that are really nice with fan veils. Again, if you don't have fan veils, make sure to have two veils. And some of those turns that I will demonstrate will look really pretty with the double tucked veils also. If you're interested in the boost classes, or if you want to know more about them, let me know. And I'll add also a link to sign up for early enrollment access, because next year it might be sold out again. I kind of hope so, but I also hope that as many people who are interested at least know about it early enough. So I'll keep spreading the word about it, because I love teaching this way and I think it is effective. And I hope that many of you will be able to enjoy it also next year. So in December already, you can enroll if you want. But first, so I know who wants to subscribe, hi Maria, then be sure to sign up, and you will also get free access to my 2-hour belly work workshop, 21st of November. Okay, that's it. One last thing, also why I am celebrating online today is that we received a video donation for our Dance for Children online class library, which you can check out. If for a donation of €5 or more if you want, you can get the full 45-minute video. Hi, thank you Miko, I'm so glad you got to catch this one. And I'm happy I could see you in your beautiful kimono. Yes, it was gorgeous. It felt like spring in the class. So in the next weeks, I will be doing the Friday bonuses in this group, so as many people as possible can enjoy them. But on Wednesdays, I will be doing separate topics. And on Friday, you can get my tip drops, my movement tips that will help you feel connected to your body, also for free. I want to I want to do more than I was doing, because many of us are now stuck in lockdown for the couple of weeks that are coming, and staying in motion, keeping moving, it will help you keep your mind off worries too much, and maybe even refresh you a bit, or give you some positive energy, refresh your energy for a moment, and that hopefully will be of help. If you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover in the next weeks, let me know. You can write them in the comments and I am happy to include them. Okay, one last thing. So Kasia's video, check it out, I'll add a link. If you like Shakira, I started belly dancing because of Shakira, by the way. Her Wherever, Whenever video, 18 years ago. I tried to follow her video clip from the TV, which is something that I like to do, following whatever was on MTV dance-wise, and I was not able to do the hip twist that she did so well. And because of this hip twist, I signed up for my very first belly dance class. It was in Belgium still. And once I got into this class, I was in love with the music and I wanted to learn more and more. And from that came all of this. Kasia also, the teacher who has created the video for Dance for Children, she started because of a different video by Shakira. I think it was the Hips Don't Lie or the Tango. So Shakira has brought both of us to dance, and many dances I know also started in that time around Shakira. So we are very thankful to her for popularizing and making known this beautiful dance form that has brought so much joy and so much adventures and great encounters that I would not have been able to have otherwise. And I would not be here if not for her. So I'm thankful to Shakira and thankful to Kasia to making a Shakira tribute video, and you can learn this choreography, which is in Shakira's style, and that's one of Kasia's specialties. She has been able to mimic the way of movement, which is very fun, almost exactly like Shakira does it. So it has a very upbeat, poppy, feel-good feeling. So if you want to dance like Shakira with me and Kasia, check out our latest video. Another thing, a last thing, I will be sending out a very big box of things. Hopefully you can see it. A big box of things to Coralie of Dance for Children. Because after the Stacy stretching strap sale, which went really quickly for a good cause, we discovered that on Gumroad we can also sell and ship items. So we have, let me see, a bunch of my DVDs that I still have lying here. My very first ones I made. Shimmy with Khalida, which is 2 hours of shimmies, and Isis Swings with Khalida, which has duo and solo combinations. Plus, from Ingrid, one of our Boost students has made these little very cute handmade bags for Zills and for Fanveils, and we will be selling them on the Dance for Children's shop. Coralie will be sending them from Belgium, and I will be sending all of this to Coralie so we can open the shop next month, hopefully. So, a bit of good news, a bit of positivity in these times, I think. I think it helps. I have noticed also that doing things for charity helps lift my spirit, and it gives me something nicer to focus on for these days. So whatever you do, be safe and stay healthy. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Let me know if you have any questions, and tune in soon. I will keep going with the Facebook Lives for now, so we can stay in motion as best we can. Okay, that's it from me for now. Have a good weekend. See you next week. See you Wednesday. Bye-bye.